I decided to create a screencast to showcase the interactive video I made in Edpuzzle, as it's difficult to share directly. The original video was filmed and edited by me using Riverside FM, Canva and DaVinci Resolve. I'll now play the video and answer the interactive questions as if I were a student.
Oh, hi teacher.
Hi.
I need to tell you something. I got a 0.6 in my IELTS test, task 2, and I needed 6.5. And it's like I did everything I was told to. I came up with ideas and supported them with examples and explanations, so I don't understand what else I should have done.
It must be disappointing, Tamari. But were your ideas relevant to the question?
I think that's a really good question.
How important is it to think of good ideas before you start writing your essay? Well, the answer is very. If you do not form good ideas that can later be expanded upon in the main part of the essay, you are not answering the question. And the highest IELTS band score you can achieve is 6. Look at the examiner's criteria on the screen. For band 6, some ideas are not relevant or not clearly connected to the question. This results in a lower IELTS band score. Without strong ideas for your essays, you can't achieve the IELTS band score that you need. Remember, achieving your desired band score is the key to unlocking your future success, whether that means getting into university or securing a work placement. Welcome to Writing Mastery, IELTS Task 2, Video 1, Forming Sound Ideas. This is the first of 5 videos designed to help you succeed in your Writing Task 2. In this video, you'll learn to generate strong ideas that will improve your chances of a high score. We'll focus on creating ideas for 2-part essay questions on the topic of society. The skills you learn here are also useful for other question types, like advantages and disadvantages, and for different topics. You'll learn to generate ideas that can be easily expanded upon with supporting sentences. In part 1, we'll analyse essay prompts to identify keywords and fully understand what the question is asking for. In part 2, we'll evaluate student examples to ensure they address the question effectively. And in part 3, we'll explore how to expand ideas logically and cohesively, and discuss adapting ideas during writing if needed. The student in the video was upset. She had just got her IELTS writing score back and was clearly very disappointed. She said, "I did everything I was told. I came up with good ideas and expanded upon them just like I was told. But my score was not very good." I've heard this many times before from students. And when we then go through their essay together, they realise their ideas were not relevant to the question. Some students tell me they really struggle to think of good ideas. And others tell me it's easy. But even then, sometimes when I mark their essays, I can see their ideas are not always fully connected to the question. Let's have a look at this 2-part question. For this exercise, we'll remove the second question and concentrate on the first one. This will simplify things for the purpose of this lesson. So it's really important to underline the keywords in the question prompt and take a minute to really think about what the question is asking you to do. Okay, so in this question prompt, we might underline cities, more people, living alone. Why? Look at these essay prompts. Which of the following has the same meaning as the original? And what about this idea, opportunities? Does this idea answer the question? Is opportunities a good idea? No, it isn't. So why isn't it a good idea? Simply, it doesn't answer the question. The question is asking us why people are living alone, whereas this idea is answering a similar question, but ultimately a different one. So let's have a look at some more student ideas to the question. Which ones are answering the same question and which ones are answering a different question? Well done if you got them all correct. If you didn't, you must think more carefully about what exactly the question is asking for. People live alone in cities to be more independent, more privacy, for freedom and for focus. People do not live alone to get a better job. People do not live alone to go to university. People do not live alone to get better opportunities or better health and education services. These ideas are answering the question, why do people move to cities? Instead of the original question. So for band 7 or higher, which is where you want to be, all ideas must be relevant and directly address the question. We can't just choose any of the relevant ideas. It's very important to think about which ideas you can expand on clearly. This is because when you're writing your main body paragraphs, you're going to take your main ideas and then you're going to explain how they answer the question. So you're expanding on them. You have to support them. Take this idea, privacy. It makes sense. It's logical, but I can't think of any examples, so I won't use it. Okay, so independence. It makes sense. It answers the question. I can explain it, and I can think of a good example or two. So I will choose independence. Choose ideas that you can support and expand upon. You need about 4 to 5, depending on the question type. For a 2-part question, 4 ideas is a really good number. 2 ideas for each question part. If you can't think of any ideas, then you need to look at case studies. You need to read articles in, for example, The Economist. Start thinking more analytically and critically in your everyday life. For example, oh, this road is damaged. Why haven't they repaired this road? It's been 6 months already. Okay. And once you start thinking of those reasons, it'll help you to think more analytically and critically. Model ideas are another really good way to help you think about idea creation. The more you look at them, the better you'll get, and there are lots in the toolkit of this module. One more thing, sometimes we think an idea is good, and then whilst writing, we change our mind. Answer the question on the screen. So let's have a look at the key takeaways from this video. You have carefully read and understand what the question is asking you to do. Remember, it is important to take some time and really think about what the question prompt is asking you to write about. It helps to underline the key words for greater understanding. We have then come up with some ideas in the planning stage and analysed them to make sure they are sound and relevant to the question. Ask yourself, does my idea answer the question? Is it relevant? Can I explain why my idea makes sense? We looked at good ideas. and you should choose around 4 that you would then expand on in the main body paragraphs. Ask yourself, can I think of examples to support my main idea? Finally, remember it is okay to change your idea when writing if you decide that it is difficult to expand upon or you have a better idea. Please go to the quiz to see what you can remember about forming sound ideas. Then go to the recap part of this unit to review what you have learnt and test your knowledge. In the recap section, you will find the toolkit, which has extra resources to help support what you have learnt in this unit. There are vocabulary and grammar exercises. I would also recommend reading the model 2-part essays to see what ideas were used in each of the essays. Keep practicing and stay confident. You can do this. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.